I think the first question you Bucs fans are probably asking is, what Tom Brady am I getting? Like, are the Bucs going to have Tom Brady? Like, the GOAT? Like, Tom Brady? Or are they going to have a 43-year-old quarterback who his arm has fallen off? He's not really as good anymore. He's just an old guy that's trying to keep the dream alive. Well, let me clear that all up. Tom Brady is still good. Tom Brady is still really good. Last year, the Patriots had one of the worst receiving corps in all of football. They had an offensive line that for a majority of the season was missing their left tackle, missed their center the entire year, and really was really inconsistent. They really had a bad offense supporting Tom Brady. They lost Rob Gronkowski. They had old man Benjamin Watson at tight end, Matt LaCosse at tight end. They were missing their fullback, James Devlin. Julian Edelman was the leading receiver who had the most drops in football. They had the last rated wide receiver group in terms of separation versus corners versus coverage. Tom Brady basically was in the worst situation for a quarterback in 2019. So you take Tom Brady, quarterback that just not too long ago won a Super Bowl, by the way. A quarterback that not too long ago went into Kansas City and outdueled Mahomes in the AFC Championship. A quarterback that has won, 6 Super Bowl titles. He's won 3 MVPs. A quarterback that's considered to be the GOAT, right? Now, he's not Tom Brady of like 2007 or 2010 or even 2016. But Tom Brady, in my opinion, is still a borderline top 10 quarterback in this league. And that's why the Bucs and Chargers were willing to pay him north of $30 million. But Tom Brady was more about the fit. And he saw something in Tampa Bay that made the fit worth it. And I think it all starts at the top with the Bucs. I think it all starts with the coaches. Bruce Arians and Todd Bowles. These are 2 very good coaches. Bruce Arians is excellent with quarterbacks. He gets the best out of quarterbacks, whether it's Ben Roethlisberger, Andrew Luck, or anybody else. Even you look at the numbers of Jameis Winston last year, and that was Jameis's best season, despite all the interceptions. Todd Bowles brought that defense from one of the worst in the league to one of the best in the league. They have one of the best pass rush units in the league, and it won't be too hard to just tweak that secondary to be a little bit better to really have an elite defense. And Todd Bowles, Brady knows him, right? He was the coach of the New York Jets for a pretty long time, for a good tenure. And Brady knows how good of a coach he is, playing against his defense for a number of years. So he knows him well. And Arians must have made a good pitch. And really, when I think about the pitch, I think about Arians' age. And I think about the fact that Arians retired just a couple seasons ago. Arians doesn't want to have a quarterback that he's going to have to develop. Arians wants a quarterback that's going to be able to come in day one and going to be able to win. And Tom Brady is that guy. If you really think about it, Arians and Tom want the same thing. They want to go out on top. Arians doesn't want to be a coach for too much longer. He came back for the opportunity to win a Super Bowl because that's what's missing really for his legacy, to be remembered as a very good, very great head coach. I mean, he's done everything else in the NFL that you would want to do, except win that Super Bowl. So for Arians, he wanted that quarterback. And I think Tom Brady is going to be great for him. I think it's going to be interesting to see if Arians does deviate from his offensive approach, because I do believe that to get the most out of Tom Brady, you do need to listen to Tom Brady. You do need to say, okay, Tom, what plays you like in this scenario? What plays you like in this situation? What should we install into our playbook? And I'm sure that Arians is open enough, creative enough, and he is a good enough coach that he will allow that. Because I don't think Tom Brady would go anywhere without having a say in the playbook, having a say in the plays he's going to run, in the offense he's going to run, in the players around him on offense, and I think that's also a big deal. Tom Brady really never had any say for the Patriots on players that were on his team or offensive weapons. It's not like the Bucs are lacking those. I mean, Mike Evans, Godwin, Howard, Brait. This is one of the best offenses in the league from a weapon standpoint. And this is one of the best offenses Brady will ever have in his career. Even it rivals some of the best units from a weapons perspective. You have arguably 2 top 10 receivers. You have an underrated tight end in Cameron Brate who can kind of do everything well. And you have O.J. Howard, who is a diamond in the rough right now, who's just waiting to break out. And I think Tom Brady will get the best out of him because he got the best out of Ben Watson early in his career, and he got the best out of Rob Gronkowski, making him the greatest tight end ever. So Tom Brady is going into a great situation. I really like the fact that the offense for the Bucs, it's going to be multiple, right? So you have the 2 tight end sets that you can run. You have the multiple receiver sets that you can run. You have a lot of receivers that are creating separation and are going to demand double teams, 2 different guys. Now, we'll see what they do at the running back position. That's kind of left to be unknown, but I don't know if it really matters too much for the quarterback or for Brady. I know that he wants to win and have the best players possible, so I'm sure that a running back will sign cheap there in Tampa Bay. I almost wonder if they will now go for Melvin Gordon, because he's still available, and I don't think anyone's really willing to pay him a lot of money. So, he's still out there, right? So we'll see if Melvin Gordon is a target for them, or if they draft one in the draft, or if they potentially trade for somebody. Who knows? The other question is, do the Tampa Bay Bucs sign Antonio Brown? Because he said that I only want to play with Tom Brady. So if Antonio Brown is allowed in the NFL, is allowed to play on Sundays, no doubt he wants to play with Tom Brady, and he'll pretty much take any contract that the team's going to offer him to play there. Imagine Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Antonio Brown. That's stupid. That's 3 top 15 receivers in the league. Is that even a thing? Like, has that ever happened before? That would be ridiculous. So, Brady, from a physical standpoint as well, I didn't really quite answer that question. He still has a really strong arm. Go back and watch Tom Brady last season even. He still has the arm, and you'll see it on film. He's still accurate, but a lot of the issues within that offense was the offensive line play was not great. The receivers could not create separation, and a lot of the times Brady led the league in throwaways. He was throwing it away because he was getting pressured, or he was throwing it away because receivers couldn't get open. They just couldn't get open. Or it was a timing issue, right? So it was a timing issue in terms of, I'm not on the same page as my receivers. I'm not on the same page when you're cutting out, you're cutting in, when you're going over the middle, when you're going to the outside, you're not on the same page with me, and our offense it's not going to work. Because Tom Brady is all about timing with his receivers. And that's the thing that this is going to make Mike Evans better. This is going to make Godwin better. And as Darrelle Revis put it on Twitter today, that's going to make the defense better. It made Stephon Gilmore better. It made every Patriot defender better in practice playing versus Tom Brady because the guy is a psychopath. He wants to win. He's uber competitive. And I promise you, Bucs fans, you're going to love Tom Brady from day one because the guy will not stop until he wins. The guy will not stop until he holds that Lombardi trophy. He's all about it. Not to mention the guy TB12, Tampa Bay Sports, Tom Brady Sports, Tom Brady 12. I mean, come on, man. This is an awesome fit for Brady. I'm really looking forward to seeing them play on Sundays. As a Patriots fan, I'm excited that Brady can go somewhere and have an opportunity to win and have an opportunity to have a great individual season. And really, when I'm looking at the things that I think the Bucs need to do next to surround Tom Brady, I think first and foremost, you need to take a look at the offensive line to protect Tom Brady. They don't have a bad offensive line, but it would be nice to see them acquire somebody at the tackle position. I feel like their tackle position is a little weak, and especially because Dotson is a free agent. Now, Dotson is an older veteran player, not a bad right tackle, not a bad pass protector, so they could bring him back if they like. Their interior is okay. I'd like to see them upgrade at right guard, but I do think this is a main point I want to get across. players are going to want to play for the Bucs now. All of a sudden, the Bucs are going to become one of those teams like the Chiefs, the Ravens, whoever. Players are going to want to go there. Players are going to want to play with Tom Brady. They're going to want to be a part of this experience, the last ride with Tom Brady, and a lot of veteran players, whether that's McCoy, bringing him back to Tampa Bay. I'm sure he'll want to play with Tom Brady, and he's a free agent. There's a lot of players out there right now that are veteran players that still are left unsigned that are going to want to sign wherever Tom Brady signs. Not to mention, the potential for the trades and the potential for Tampa Bay now as a franchise that are going to be aggressive. I do wonder, what's the relationship with Byron Leftwich going to be at offensive coordinator? How flexible is he going to be? And being that Leftwich was never really inside a Patriot-esque offense, how much of that is going to, how's that going to be in terms of their relationship, really? And a guy that basically played alongside Tom Brady, and I don't know exactly what their age difference is there. It must be pretty close. I almost feel like Leftwich is younger than Brady, but This is an awesome signing. If you're a Bucs fan, you got to be ecstatic. As a Patriots fan, I'm even happy. I'm just happy for Tom Brady. And the running back position, I brought up Melvin Gordon already. I brought up the potential of the draft, but I think an aspect that Tom Brady really needs is a pass-catching running back. So somebody that can run routes out of the backfield, is effective at beating linebackers one-on-one. He really relies on that running back, whether it was James White, Shane Vereen, Danny Woodhead. Go back to Kevin Falk. He's always relied on that guy as a safety blanket, as a move the chains kind of guy who can make something happen. So I know Bruce Arians has expressed that he wants that type of player in his offense already at the draft, at the combine. So they'll be looking for that type of player as well. Defensively, I look at them and I just say I think their secondary needs an upgrade. Their corners are not bad. They're relatively unknown to the general public, but I do believe that they could probably sign some of those veterans I'm discussing and upgrade it rather quickly. And with Bowles, he can make magic out of very limited skill. But when you look at this front seven, with Shaq Barrett, with Levante David and Devin White in the middle, and then you have Pierre-Paul on the edge as well. This is a defense that's going to get after you. They're going to get after the quarterback. We'll see if they bring back Sue in the interior, but Vita Vea was awesome last year, so I'm excited. This is going to be awesome. I think the Bucs instantly, where do they stand in terms of contenders? I think they're in the top 5 in the NFC instantly. They go from a team that, maybe they are like a team on the rise, but we need to see what their quarterback situation is. Now that they have a reliable quarterback who protects the football, who can still make all the throws, who's going to, at the line of scrimmage, be able to put the Bucs in a perfect play every single time. Really, that's kind of the difference between Brady and Winston and what Arians wants, is the ability to put the team in the right play every single time, make the right decision every play, and basically a coach on the field. There's no one better than that in the history of the game than Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. This is just the beginning. I can't wait to see the signings that happen. I can't wait to see the trades that happen and the draft for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But this is one exciting offseason for the Bucs, and all of a sudden the Tampa Bay organization has become an organization that has the entire world watching them. So Tom Brady to the Bucs. I'm happy for you Bucs fans. I'm happy for Tom Brady. Let's see if he can do it. Let's go. Thanks for watching. For more bottom line view, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel for more free agency reactions just like this, for more Tom Brady analysis. Gronk spiked the like button if you enjoyed what I had to say. And of course, I want to hear from you guys. Comment your opinion. Bucs fans, let me know how you feel. It's been Mitch. Thanks for watching. Peace.